We are the Hebrew Israelites. Week in and week out, we come out to prophesy the downfall of America and to tell the people on this side who they really are. Anybody of Negro, Indian, or Latino descent are the true children of Israel according to the Bible. And the Lord is about to destroy America. And that time is right around the corner now. They just passed a bill called the
National Defense Authorization Act.
The National Defense Authorization Act. Lord willing, in post-production, I'll put up the video of the Congress voting on it, and also I'll put up the paper, the document that they signed.
Shopping and dining over Thanksgiving and maybe watching some football games. Big government Republicans and Democrats were busy shredding the last vestiges of the Constitution. Senators John McCain and Carl Levin want to enact a law that would declare the entire United States of America a battlefield for the military. They're talking about inserting the Army into domestic law enforcement. Senator Lindsey Graham, who supports this bill, says, quote, "The homeland is part of the battlefield, and people can be held without trial, whether an American citizen or not." I guess he hasn't read the Constitution recently. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Douglas McGregor joins us now. Colonel McGregor, as always, welcome back to Freedom Watch.
Thanks, Judge.
I must tell you, I was utterly appalled when I saw this legislation proposed. We didn't learn about it until last night because the committee hearings on it were done in secret, even though the Constitution requires the Congress to do these things in public. And there were no actual hearings, just a bunch of members of the Senate who got together and wrote this thing. And it basically says the president can arrest whoever he wants anywhere in the United States of America and keep them without charging them with a crime, without letting them see a lawyer, without bringing them to a judge for as long as he wants. How is that consistent with the Constitution?
Well, Judge, you're the legal expert, but whenever you suspend due process, which in effect suspends the rule of law, you walk down a very dangerous path and you give authority to your government that it can then wield essentially without restraint. What worries me is that we'll end up creating categories of people who are then subject to arbitrary arrest. And that's dangerous because we don't know how those categories will be defined or interpreted in the future. All in all, it's a disaster and it's something that should be defeated. You
have spent a career in the military. You're also an expert in political science, particularly with respect to its relationship to the military. Do you see a role for the military in domestic law enforcement? Do you see American...
But right now, we're going to get some scriptures out on it about this martial law taking place. This is Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
That's talking to any of you elect out there, talking to the children of Israel. It's high time to awake out of sleep. The scriptures say, measure the time diligently in itself. And we in that time right now. The so-called white man, who is the devil according to the Bible, is about to go full swing with his operation to put you Negroes back into slavery and to start killing. So it's about time for you to start wising up and coming back to the Heavenly Father and His law, statutes, and commandments. Otherwise, you're going to be slaughtered out here when the time comes.
That's right.
And for 2/3 of you that want to love this, run this fucking kingdom, and be joined hand in hand with these crackers, we ain't going to shed a fucking tear for you. And we're going to be happy to slaughter you in that day, because this is the fishing season. Well, guess what? Fishing season is almost over.
Right. Fishing season is almost time for the Lord to close that ark. And when the door of the ark closes, it ain't no opening it back up. It's a wrap. This is 12. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy. But put ye on the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Basically, the night is far spent. That means the day is almost at hand. It's almost that time for the Lord to start putting the hammer down on on America, these Edomites, these so-called white people, and the other nations.
Isaiah chapter 29 verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel.
Now, to seek deep to hide their counsel, this brother had brought up that these assholes, these so-called white people, when they passed this bill, when they voted on it, the Defense Powers Act, they did it on Thanksgiving, if you would know, while everybody was eating their jeans sliced turkey and having a good old time. Matter of fact, pursuant to Amos 5 and 21, you shouldn't have been eating turkey in the first place if you're an Israelite. If you're on this side, turkey they ain't for you. But that's when they passed that bill. The same thing they did when they passed the Patriot Act on Christmas, when everybody was gone and only a few people could vote on it.
To hide counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us?
Right. That's talking about the elites, who seeth us and who knoweth us, because the Lord got the spirit on us to reveal them, to tell their policies of what's about to come to pass, to warn our people out here. Two-thirds and the rest of these nations out here, we can get too fucked about. But the secret council that they're about to pass against us is being revealed. The policy to be able to declare all American citizens as terrorists, be able to put you in detention centers indefinitely. So it behooves you so-called Negroes to stop bullshit and to actually come back to the knowledge of the Heavenly Father.
Ezekiel chapter 2 verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to rebellious nation that have rebelled against me.
To this day, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are rebellious. We out here bringing out the word. You should be flocking to this word. You should be thankful that the Lord is about to bring you back up as a nation. But most of you don't want to hear that.
They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. They are impotent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them.
So the day is going to come to where all the things that we've been telling you about martial law, about the RFID chip, which is the martial beast and the revelation, and martial law coming to pass, that's when you're going to find out that these Israelites, these niggas out here on the street, and these strange garments are telling you the truth all along. But in that time, it's going to be a famine of the word. Basically, you ain't going to be able to get this truth as easily as you're getting it now. So it's going to be too late for you in that day. And if the Most High didn't choose you, you just ask out to the kingdom. Know that the prophet was among you.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll and go speak unto the house of Israel.
The roll is the scriptures. That's what we're proclaiming on. As a matter of fact, get 2 Ezra 15:1.
So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness.
Right, so when you sweet to find out you're an Israelite, find out that the so-called white man and the other nations is your enemy, and that the Most High only loves the children of Israel. It's sweet to you at first. We about to come into the bitter part real soon.
And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language.
So any of the other nations, the Most High is not dealing with. To them, the other nations are just likened unto fiddle unto the Lord.
But to the house of Israel, not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou cannot understand. Surely had I sent thee unto them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me.
Now that scripture, man, it really seems to be true, because it seems like you would get crackers coming up here asking questions quicker than you would our own people. Our own people, they come up to talk shit most of the time, like saying, oh, they ain't in the Bible, we getting it right out the scripture. Or they'll like want to defend them devils. So according to the scriptures that their ass is going into slavery, then they want to latch on to the so-called white man. This is my friend right here. Well, the Lord's just gonna have to kill you niggas. We ain't got room for niggas like you.
For all the house of Israel are impotent and hard-hearted. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their forehead.
Right, so you niggas might want to get us off the street. You might hate the fact that we out here telling you the truth, and that basically if you don't get right with the Most High, He gonna kill you. We don't give a shit. We said He made our faces hard against your face. So you don't, none of you niggas, none of you crackers, none of you fucking cops, none of you scare us out here. The Lord is with us.
As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house.
Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. What's the words of prophecy? The words of each scripture. The testimony of who you call Jesus Christ. That's the words of prophecy that we are bringing out to you to show you the times that you are in. To come out of this bullshit and to come back. And to let you know that the Lord was never planned that He's about to bring His destruction.
Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, but they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Right. Anybody that comes up talking shit saying, oh, you guys aren't the real Israelites, all the things that you're bringing out is bullshit. Romans 3:3, for what is some do not believe. We don't give a fuck.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Right.
This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rock.
Right now, so we in the fishing season. What did Yahweh trying to say to His disciples? Come with me and I will make you fishers of men. So right now, we out here fishing the elect. So right now, it's about to soon come to a close. The door is about to be shut, and then it's going to be hunting season. That's when the judgment is going to start at the Heavenly Father's house. So you niggas and you Hispanics and you Native Americans that refuse to come back, you won't get slaughtered in that day.
It's Jeremiah chapter 17 and 5. Thus said the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and who makes flesh his arm, and whose heart depart from the Lord.
Right, because if you trust in this system, if you trust in the so-called white man's government, guess what? You're going to end up betraying the Heavenly Father, and you're going to end up getting slaughtered. What does that actually know